Picture this: a mighty elephant, a creature of tremendous power and grace, stands restrained by a mere rope. It's a simple scene yet profoundly telling. As a curious observer, you might wonder, why doesn't the elephant, with all its strength, just break free? The answer begins many years earlier. When this elephant was just a calf, it was tethered with a similar, albeit more formidable rope, tied to a deep-seated wooden stake. Back then, every attempt to break free was met with failure. Eventually, the young elephant accepted the futility of its efforts, creating a belief that transcended its own growth and strength. It could never break free. What was once a formidable tether is now but a tiny rope, but the belief remains unchanged. This tale resonates beyond the confines of circuses and forests, weaving its way into our lives. How often do we allow long-formed beliefs from our childhood to dictate our actions and perceptions today? Just like the elephant, many of us are held back by invisible ropes, spun from threads of assumptions, misconceptions, and ingrained beliefs that we accepted without question in our formative years. These beliefs are as real as the rope that once held the young elephant tightly to its stake. Imagine the possibilities if we could identify and challenge these beliefs. As children, we absorb information indiscriminately. A single comment can spiral into a lifelong principle. You might have been told that you weren't good at math, and here you are, years later, avoiding numbers like the plague, all because of a childhood belief left unchecked. Or perhaps, you've always thought you weren't creative simply because someone once dismissed your drawing. The impact of these beliefs can stretch across our careers, relationships, and personal development, often going unnoticed, yet instrumental in shaping our choices and the paths we take or avoid. We might blame external circumstances for our stagnation, never realizing that the greatest limitations often come from within. Now, the critical question is, how do we break free? How can we challenge the beliefs that bind us like the elephant's rope? Here lies a practical insight. Identify one limiting belief today. Just one. This single step can open doors to self-awareness and growth. Start by reflecting on an area of your life where you feel held back. What's the narrative you've adopted? Once identified, the next step is to challenge this belief. Ask yourself, is it true? What evidence do you have to support it? And crucially, what evidence contradicts it? Consider all possibilities, and don't shy away from testing the limits. For example, if you've always told yourself you can't speak in public, challenge this. Start small. Present at a meeting, join a public speaking group, or share your ideas with friends. Each step will gradually reveal that the limitations you feel are not insurmountable objects, but mere shadows of doubt cast by your own mind. As our journey today winds down, let's return to the elephant. Only now, imagine it taking a step back, realizing its strength, and with a gentle, mighty tug, breaking free from the rope. If an elephant can challenge its long-held beliefs, so can you. Remember, the ropes that hold us are often woven from our own thoughts, and the stakes they're tied to are planted in the ground of our beliefs. Recognize your strength, your potential, and the possibility of change. You're stronger, more powerful, more capable than any rope of doubt or fear tied around you. In conclusion, reflect on the narratives you've been carrying. Embrace the fact that, like the elephant, you have the power to redefine your boundaries. You're stronger than that rope, and it's time to go for it. The world awaits your unbound spirit, ready to celebrate your growth and triumphs. So, take that step. Challenge a belief today. It's your turn to break free and forge a path that reflects not just who you were, but who you choose to become.